What's up, guys? This is Bobby Okereke, linebacker with Indianapolis Colts. Make sure you follow my guys at the Anvil, best sports talk podcast going on with Colts right now. Tune in.
It seems like a Sunday, like anyone before. That's what you think. So you open up the door, you feel the buzz, you can hear the people singing battle cries. Lucas Oil Stadium's about to come alive. Blue and white jerseys, some old and some new, all gather round South Capitol Avenue. They come for the tailgate, some drive and some fly. Colts fans show up with fire in their eyes, yelling, "Go Host, go Big Blue!" We're in the stands, the tried and true, here to watch this football sensation. Come on, let's go, Colts Nation, the Colts Nation. We take this very serious, it is not a joke. We're back, all the players, we're back, any coach. We scream and we root, we raise up our fist to support this team from Indianapolis. Go Host, go Big Blue, we're in the stands cheering for you, here to watch this football sensation. Come on, let's go, Colts Nation, the Colts Nation, Colts Nation. Screaming, go Host, go Big Blue, we're in the stands, the tried and true, here to watch this football sensation. Come on, let's go, Colts Nation, yeah, Colts Nation, that Colts Nation. Come on, let's go, Colts Nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's 10/11/22. So you know what that means. We're here, baby. We're live. Welcome to the Anvil Show. You got your boy Big P, Clyde the Voice, Thomas Seaman Frost, Big Country, and your boy CJ. This is the Anvil Show. Now bang that bitch.
Yes, sir. It's been a long time since we heard that. But while we got your attention, please like us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and follow us on all of our platforms. Support our amazing tailgates as number 3 is coming up this week. The Anvil is live. The Anvil is real. It's been a fucking while since I sat in this seat. So I got to get my fucking navigation tools back. But y'all heard the Anvil. It's been a long time since we heard that banging. What's good, boys?
Not much, buddy.
Not much, buddy. Okay, Quagmire, I hear you.
Yeah, no,
Giggity,
right?
giggity. That's what's up.
He's a motherfucker.
How you doing, Clyde?
I'm doing well, man. I'm glad to be back on the same the same time, the same seat, the same place, the same space. I've been all around, and I have not been able to come to y'all live weekly, so I apologize. I won't mention anything, but I think last Thursday, a couple cats inside of this room right here didn't wait for me to get home and get on. They just went on, did their own shit. So, but yeah. Other than that, y'all don't have nothing to say? Look at Country looking like a serial killer.
That guy over there. That
Okay.
guy up there.
Well, first of all, can I interrupt everything?
Oh, haven't heard that in a while.
Okay. Well, anyways, the reason we haven't had the Omaha button or the Anvil button and Clyde doesn't know how to sit in that chair right now. It's because Clyde's been gone doing training for a new promotion. So everybody out there, let's give Clyde a big round of applause for his big promotion. We're crazy proud of you.
Thank you.
I'll take your Omaha back.
No Omaha back. That's interesting. We did sign somebody today. Thank you for that, Chase. We signed tackle. I can't say his name. He once played for the Colts. Ty Ishnicki. I don't know. Is that how you say it? Thomas, help me with the pronunciation of what his name.
Hold on, let me see. What? Hold on, I can't remember his. I know who you're talking about though. I can't remember how to fucking say his name.
Ty Ishnicki. It's like a 36-year-old guy. He's played for the Cowboys, Commanders, us, the Giants. He's played for a lot of the Bills.
Nasecki. That's how you say it.
Nasecki. Hey, there we go. I can't read. Thomas reads better than me.
No, it's like
Thank you.
Mike Gesicki. That's again, it's a similar pronounce. But
Yeah. So we signed him. I don't know if he's actually going to play. Might be a death piece. So remember I asked you guys, I said, what happened to Dennis Kelly? Dennis Kelly is still on our squad, bro. So
He still is, yes.
we need to see that big bastard play. 10-year pro. Started 4 games last year for Green Bay. He is also an outside tackle. So I would like to see him get a mix because not going to kill the rookie. I know how Carvey feels about rookies and killing rookies. So
why you gotta call me out for that?
because last year when we talked about old Sam I am and you were ready to like execute me for talking about a rookie. So we're not talking about a rookie, but the rookie got his ass whipped.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Carvey was in the group chat talking about it more than anybody. But never mind, he doesn't talk bad about rookies. My bad.
Why you keep calling me out? Yeah, you get an Omaha for calling me out, though, B.
I'm just saying, son. I'm just saying. No. So yeah, I see Dennis Kelly get a shot, right? Shit, why not? Get him ready for Tennessee for 2 weeks from now because he played for Tennessee too. So what a fucking in your face that would be if he gets ready for Tennessee and he helps us kick their ass. But before we do all that, gotta stay in our lane, right? Stay in our lane. Mm-hmm. So what are we talking about first? The snooze fest?
Let's talk about. Make sure they. I don't know if you said follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Where have you been, man?
Man,
definitely said that.
Okay.
See? You just wanted some Omahas. You've missed.
I wanted. Thank you. I missed the Omaha. That's why I did it.
And for Big Country, he'll get this too. Bruh. Exactly right. What is he doing? All right, Pat. Cue it up. We banging that bitch. We staying on time tonight, people. So y'all hold us accountable. 10 minutes per topic, unless we open the floor. Starting in 3, 2. Here we go. Wait, what?
Tyler, I was just about to say that I did see Zach Kiefer tweeted out something about Kelly and them not using him, and he put something back in response like, I'm still here or something like that. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, because I think we all were under the impression that somebody had mentioned that he was on the practice squad, but maybe somebody had scooped him up. I don't know what's going on right now, but go ahead and put that recap up there, man, so we can start talking about that. And I'm about to put us on time.
I thought you do all those.
No, because I got to keep the screen large, man. Just put it up there. Damn, Patrick, you act like I'm asking you something hard.
You know what? I got enough buttons. I got enough buttons to push here, buddy. I was supposed to. You came in to help me, and now you're making me work.
10 minutes and we on. Broncos recap. Let's go around the room. Let's start with Thomas. Thomas has been quiet.
Yeah. All I will say about the Broncos game is that our defense showed up. Both defenses showed up. But our bright spot and what really – I was at work, so I couldn't watch a lot of the game. But Alec Pierce, man, like I feel like he's turning into a number one receiver out here. Like, I don't know. Every time he touched the ball, something dynamic happened. He would do something crazy. He did have the one fumble, but he did get tackled from behind. But really, my only bright spot for the Colts and top besides Gilly was Alec Pierce. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think Alec Pierce is actually outperforming Michael Pittman in recent weeks. Like I said, like he had that one fumble, but really what made me mad about that, but whenever I was watching the highlights, on third down, it felt like Alec Pierce was getting replaced with Ashton Doolin, and I did not like that. They came out with it was Ashton Doolin, then Jelani, and then Mo Alley Cox. And I get Jelani's massive, but like, how are you going to take out your rookie receiver who's having a hell of a game? That's my only complaint about that is they kept taking Alec Pierce out for reasons that I don't really understand.
I was kind of yelling at my TV in overtime because he wasn't in there much. I was like, yo,
Right.
this dude helped you get to overtime, and now he's not on the drive. Whatever. Where you at, Carve? Rookie watch. Are you talking Alec Pierce too or something else?
No, I agree with that. Alec Pierce, because everybody know I'm not a big Ashton Doolin fan anyways. And I think he's over Ashton Doolin, in my opinion. Y'all keep on. You can say bro to me all you want to, but this is my opinion. I'm just
the Negro in the knee
Dude,
brace.
me and Carvey been on the same thing. We need a playmaker wide receiver. And I think
he could be, like you said, he could be that guy. You just give him the opportunity. He's been showing that, hey, give me that chance and I could do something with it.
3 for 3 on contested catches.
Correct. So this kid, he's on fire. He's doing what he has to do. But the one player that I'll give credit to is our kicker. He came in clutch. He's the one that's giving us points. So hey, cool.
Chase McLaughlin.
Yeah. So that's the guy that I give the credit to because he's the one that won the game for us.
Okay. Country, where you at, big dog?
Well, first and foremost, prayers to go out to Ryan Kelly and Naheem Hines. They suffered pretty heavy injuries, especially Naheem with that concussion. We seen him try to walk and he couldn't walk. So definitely prayers out to him and his family. Hopefully a speedy recovery. Hopefully nothing too serious. Hopefully Kelly gets back out there as well, fast and healthy. So prayers for them. But, being a trenches guy, it was very, very disappointing. But props to Pinter. He actually did good under center. He had some good lead blocking. He picked up some really good blitzes that probably could have really hurt Matt Ryan, a couple of times. So kudos to him. Defensive line got the job done as always. Again, with Alec, he became the playmaker that we needed, that reliability that Matty Ice needed, even though he was in trouble most of the game. But man, Matt Pryor. Let's talk about him for a second. Matt Pryor, bro. Okay, so
Bruh.
Exactly, bruh. 9. What was it? He allowed 9 QB
pressures.
Yes, pressures. 9 QB pressures, and he did not hang with his man. He's slow. All he is good for is big. He takes up space. But yeah, Tyler, I have to agree with you. Deion Jackson, he did a good job.
Absolutely.
Deion Jackson did an excellent job. I mean, the running game actually came alive there late. But, but I mean, he makes Fisher look like, like an all-pro. So that's just my thoughts. But either way, defense got the job done. Still got a lot of work to do. But, a win's a win. Like Jim Irsay said, there's no such thing as an ugly win. Just or no beautiful loss. So kudos to the boys for pulling it out. Kudos to Chase McLaughlin. There's some times where I got mad screaming at the TV as well. But, hey, we got the dub.
Facts. We got the dub. All right, Big P, it's to you. I know you're going to double, triple tap on Pryor, and then I'll jump in at the end.
Actually, I'm not. I'm not even going to touch it. I think everybody knows where I stand on that. And he hasn't done anything for me to change my mind, so.
Stop messing with the mic, man. What you doing? You don't hear that?
You know what? It's my mic, and I can play with it if I want. Anyways.
Sarah. Where's Sarah?
I want to talk about Bremen. Now, is he a rookie? Yep. Did he let some guys get by? Yep. But what's the bright side of this? Experience, snaps, repetition. This kid is definitely going to be a lockdown tackle. He's good. He's good. He's not perfect yet. He's not top tier yet. But I can see it. I can see it in him. You know, and you watch, mark my words, right here, right now. Each game that he's in there, he will get better and better and better and better. Mark my words on that. So that's my takeaway on it. I liked seeing him out there. I liked seeing him get beat up a little bit. I liked seeing him lose a rep here, lose a rep there, because he's a competitor. He will get better.
All right. Okay. Before you say something, Clyde, I just want to say, did y'all see Mr. Pancake get blown up? Quinn Nelson. Somebody busts right through Quinn Nelson.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, bro. I don't know who I was talking to. Was I talking to you, Pat? Yeah, when we talked on the phone, I was like, bro, that's been like 2 or 3 times this season. When I was in Jacksonville, he also got flattened. Now, Pat brought up a good point. You know, maybe, you know, the back ain't quite there. He tweaked something in the offseason, had a little situation. The ankle might not be back. I'm not trying to make excuses, bro, but this is a $20 million man, and he is human. And I think this is the first year we've seen that he is human. But yeah, bro, like to see Big Q like flat on his back, looking to the right or left, I was like,
yo, he got yeah, you feel me? Like, hold on, is this right? Is this a fluke? Because I mean, I see him, he just blew right, like boom, like bruh.
That's not okay.
He got a bruh moment.
Okay, here we go. That's all right, bruh. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little piece from all of this and try to address some of the questions that have been coming in because they're coming in red hot. So first, I will say, take away from the game, absolutely. I was not the biggest Alec Pierce fan, not in the sense of I didn't like the draft pick, but I just felt like perhaps maybe there were better guys for us. Like I was a George Pickens guy after we wasn't able to get Christian Watson, and damn, Christian Watson cannot stay on the field this year. Hamstring. So not saying that's going to be his future trajectory, but maybe we missed a bullet, dodged one, because we know if that would have been us and when that's Christian Watson and that's our first pick and we expecting big things of him and that doesn't happen, everybody's going to be on that man's daddy's head. So maybe they got the pick right. Secondly, I will say we did have a little bit of soothsayer, if you know what that is. That's somebody who projects the future. That's an old way of saying it back from Renaissance age. But we predicted that there would be a line change. The line change happened. The line change was kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So to go back to what Country said, Pinter still being at right guard was no bueno. But when he went to center, he played better, which to me, I feel like center is more difficult than right guard because you got to snap the ball and get ready to block. It's strange. I don't know. Sometimes players are just better seated at certain positions, and it looks like Danny Pinter is better at center than he is guard.
You want to break that reason down for him, Country? Why center is not as difficult as your guard or your tackle position?
Well, help me, Country. Shit. Break it down.
Well, look, you skinny little fuckers that run fast will never know the true meaning of being in the trenches. We're gonna break it down for you. We know why.
Big sloppy bastards, you stink. That's why we don't want to be in the trenches. Get off me.
You gotta protect little bitches' asses like y'all's, man.
That's off me, man. Come on, man.
Especially your little ass, Carver.
Okay. Break it down for me so I can I can't even talk.
All right, so, like, okay, let me just get it straight before I answer. So, what is more difficult, right guard or center? Which one am I breaking down for you?
Well, I just want to know why it's easier to potentially play center over guard, seeing that you have to do more. You have to snap the ball and get ready to block versus just get ready to block. I don't know.
I mean, like this. Okay, so the center, we were taught. I was always taught the center has to be, the quarterback of the offensive line. He's got to call out what he sees when he gets up to the line because his head is down. He tries to get his head up as best he can, but he's got to remember he's hiking the ball to the quarterback, obviously. So, but simultaneously, he's got to know when when the blitzers are coming, where they're coming. Like he's got to know when people are coming at him. While the guard can kind of be in an upright position but still stay low, but yet keep his eyes out on the field. So I think the center's job is a little bit more difficult to pick up those blitzes, and those bum rushers are their stunts, because the right guard can pull if they need to. The center's, always gung ho. He's always gung ho unless he's pass blocking. So the center just has a little bit more to do, a little bit more to calculate than a right guard would, I think, in my opinion.
But for me, though, I guess I'm saying, like, why does it seem like Pinter's more natural there than playing guard? Is that just
it's just natural talent? I think
the center's first motion after hiking the ball is forward, because that's who's coming after him.
Yeah.
On your tackle and your guards, their first step could be wide right or wide left because of the stunts that the defense are doing.
So you got to think.
And if you don't have the right footwork and the right speed, you get your ass beat. Versus the center, his first step is right here, to take on any blockers. And if he doesn't have a blocker, then he's got to decide if he's going to help to the right side or to the left side. So his first step is after the play's been going for a second or two, where immediately from the snap, you're doing a long step to get to that guy that's trying to hit that edge. Or if they're doing, a crossover or something, just the defensive schemes make it harder for the tackle and the guard versus the center, just because of that first step.
Well, wherever it is, keep Danny Pinter ass right in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree 100% on that.
Don't put him at right guard no more. Okay, cool. So I got that. So carrying on with my other points. Next, I'll talk about like Alec Pierce. Like I was saying with him, he's been absolutely incredible. His catch radius, everything that you guys seen in training camp, he showed. That one catch that was a pop-up, really, like, somebody hit Matt Ryan and the ball fluttered. The way he just went and snagged it, it was an ugly catch because he got his arm in there, ended up catching it with his legs. But the point is, he still made a play. Whereas most guys kind of sit there and watch and be like, oh shit, what is that? And then it gets intercepted. So he gets kudos for that. Let me see. When Pinter plays center, he has a lot of help on line.
Bro, it's crazy though, because Pinter never played again at Ball State. He played tackle and tight end, never played center. So it's crazy to see him actually kind of be solid at center.
I mean, sometimes players find themselves in other positions.
Yeah, I guess so.
I got a question.
A lot of quarterbacks, find themselves at tight end positions or some, wild like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
look at Jelani Woods.
Yeah,
he went into college as a quarterback.
Absolutely. And that's a great guy to talk to. I'm sorry. We talked to him yesterday. That dude is phenomenal, bro.
He is, ain't he?
He's great. He just wants to get better. Hopefully we can clip some of that audio from that, because we had the opportunity to talk to him and Rodney Thomas yesterday. Another Rodney Thomas. I mean, he went to Yale, right? So it's an Ivy League kid. Like, this dude's mind is amazing. As he breaks down what is happening and he was talking to us, I'm just sitting there thinking, like, dude, I don't know how we get so freaking privileged to talk to these guys, but talking to these guys just changes the whole dynamic of what we're doing. Like, it's amazing to hear players who've actually been on the field and actually had game experience tell us what they feel. It's amazing, bro. But so going back to, my other highlight points, like you talked about earlier, the defense was absolutely phenomenal. But hey, man, I'm not even going to sugarcoat this shit. We went out and got a marquee player, and a lot of people thought that marquee player may be over the hill, but that marquee player, talking about Gilly Lock, is still very much a marquee player. People want to sleep on him,
still.
But we got some jokesters that were laughing in certain forums and groups that we in because he got stiff armed. He still made the tackle, but he went for the punch out and got stiff armed. And then old boy got up and went like, "Oh, you're too little." He's like, "Don't worry about it. I got you." Interception, pass, PBU to win the game. Get your ass out of here. That's the true mark of an absolute veteran player who's like, I can show you better than I can tell you.
And
don't forget, he made the play in Kansas City too. His PBU that became an interception, that was him. Yep. So our two W's actually fall to Gilly Lock making plays. Incredible.
He said they keep trying me and they better stop it.
Yeah, you can't keep doing that to me, bro. I'm Gilly Lock. So that was great. And then lastly, the injuries. I mean, I'm so glad to hear that Kwity Paye is only having a high ankle sprain, because to me, when they showed the replay, I thought it was a knee.
Yeah, it looked like it was bad.
The way the cleat drove into the ground, I was like, oh, that's a knee. But it's a high ankle sprain, so thank God that I'm wrong on that. Hines, absolutely.
Can I jump in where you're on that?
What?
Let the man have his turn.
I know, but this is falling right with the
We
quitting
about to
part.
bang it after this.
Dio, when he's been getting in, he's been wrecking shit.
Dio, yeah.
So if Quiddy's out for 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to see Twyquan Lewis and Dio share those snaps, and that excites me. I'm excited to see Dio get a ton more playing time because he has been absolutely wrecking shit.
Okay, true. And there's also more to say about it. I'm gonna just give my entire love to the defense because Zaire 15 tackles, Buck 8 tackles, so many. I can't remember how many pressures, 2 sacks. These dudes were out of their mind. And let's not forget about the other kid that I can't really say his name, not Dio, but number 59. His name is like Auden Bow or something too.
Jangbo.
Jangbo. That dude has been putting pressure on people all year as well. That's another guy that's been going under the radar. Bobby has some great plays too, like running down the scenes with guys.
Dude, Bobby's impressed me a lot.
Yeah, and fucking of course, let's not again. I just mentioned him, Rodney Thomas. Rodney Thomas is out of his mind right now. That very first play that he made when he broke that shit up, coming up way across the field, I was like, "Yo,
hey, I agree with you right there on Judy." Yeah, that was freaking beautiful. Shit,
hey, I agree with you in our group text, Clyde. Like, Blackman better watch out. He's coming for his job.
And that whole secondary is so crazy. Blackman, Thomas now, McLeod, Nick Wright is doing, or not Nick Wright, but Nick Cross. Apparently, I don't know where he is in the learning curve, but Nick Cross, Rogers has been playing God. Kenny's been better because Kenny started out rough. Yeah, bro, we're in a good place on defense. Right now.
You saw me when I kept on saying in a chat group. I say, pay that man, Kenny Moore. He's in there making tackles, man.
He heard you.
Bro, PFF has us with 2 top 10 corners. They got, I think, Gilmore at number 5, and then Rogers at 6.
All right, I don't want to make Carvey upset.
You about to make me come over there to where you went. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm about to take a trip. I'll be back.
Look at that PS5 sitting back there looking nice, boy. Ooh, let me hold that, huh?
No.
All right. So, no, yeah, Quiddy injury is good to hear. There's only a high ankle, so we expected him a month and a half. Don't know about Nyheim Hines. I believe, like, as far as I remember, a question came up. The Hines and the Tua thing, like, to me, those are pretty much one and the same. When you see a guy get up and their feet are not right, yeah, there shouldn't even be concussion protocol. Just cancel that guy out. Like, you're finished.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, I don't care if you shake back from this or not. You're not playing again tonight. Like, you don't know where you are, right? So, so I agree with that. It's hard to see that on the very first drive. Like, damn, this is the first drive, and now Heem is out. But we were able to adjust. But it's always protect the player A and protect the player B from themselves, because that player try to like get on you like, hey, let me back in. I'm good. Nah, bro, sit your ass down. So I'm glad that they did that. But yeah, man, overall, ugly game. Everybody talked about us. We were the butt of all the jokes when they talked about how ugly the game was. But guess what? A win is a win. And at the end of the day, we learn from it and move on.
Well, everybody keep on talking about us. What about the other team? Why are they making fun of?
Well, they were talking about the Broncos too. I mean, Russell Wilson was
they talk about both.
Russell Wilson's been the butt of jokes too.
He's getting killed.
Broncos country, let's ride. Yeah,
let's ride.
But
let's bang that bitch.
During
Jags. You get to start Jags preview though. You get to start Jags preview. There you go, big bro. You got it.
He's
Oh shit! All right, man, you got it. Jags preview. It's on you, Big P. I'll tell you nothing else about the Broncos.
Yes, sir. I want to see everything that I didn't see the first game this season. I want to see that defense dominate. I want to see the offensive line give Matt Ryan time. I want to see JT go the fuck off. I want to see Pittman, Pierce going the fuck off, creating separation. I'm tired of people saying that our receivers cannot create separation. That's horseshit. I want to know what kind of fucking game you're watching. because I see the separation. But Matt Ryan don't have the time to get it there. And you don't need 15 fucking yards to be called separation. Not everybody can be Devontae Adams. I'm sorry.
Or Tyreek Hill.
Or Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill separates because of speed. Devontae Adams separates because he's, I think, a demigod. I'm not real sure yet. Still trying to figure that. But when you got your receivers creating a window for your quarterback to throw it to, and they're the only ones that can get to the ball, that's separation. I'm sorry. Yep. We do that. Pittman does it. Pierce does it. And Ashton Doolin does it.
You know who does it the
most?
Paris
Campbell can do it, but my God, I thought he was going to have a breakout year, but I have not seen hardly anything from him.
Pat, can I hit you with a fun fact?
No,
Paris can't.
I do not yield my time.
All right,
the guy in the Brady house. No, go ahead. Go for it.
All right,
Thomas.
Paris Campbell is number 9 in the NFL in separation yardage. Kylan Granson's above him at number 5. But in terms of our wide receivers, Paris Campbell's the leading receiver in terms of creating separation. I was shocked by it too, but he only has 11.
I've seen that stat too, but that to me is a stat that goes under the radar because unless he's getting yards after catch, unless he's making those catches, and he's just not. I don't have it all figured out. I don't know if it's because he's not being thrown to. I don't know how many drops he's got. I don't even know how many yards he's got. I just know that he's not on my radar because he's not producing that much during a game.
11 catches total.
I think Pat and Combs, it goes back to what you were saying, like Matty Ice is not getting time to throw the ball. But I mean, he's like barely got time to throw the ball. We need him to have time to survey the field to open it up a little bit.
Absolutely. And that's my takeaway for this Jags game. I want to see everything that I didn't see during the first meetup.
Can I? And it's not my turn, but I just want to tag this on it. So for Paris Campbell, here's my problem. To me, it's play design. Anybody watch Renfro last night, bro?
Yeah,
they run that kid they just run him across the face of a linebacker and make that guy chase, right? Which opens up another guy. But even when you hit, Renfro, like now it's like, oh shit, he getting chased by a linebacker. We could do that with Paris Campbell. Renfro is their main screen guy. Like when we run screens, we run the tight end screens and goofy shit like that. Like give it to Paris Campbell. Put him in a screen situation if you want to try it. So I just don't understand why we're not scheming more to Paris Campbell to utilize his speed. That's my issue. So it's usually like Matt is catching Paris on the backside of a route. Like, oh, Paris is over there. Let me dump it off. Like the pass that he caught, late in the game in overtime. But shit like that was open all day for me. Like run him across the face. If they're blitzing, this is perfect. If they're blitzing like that, run Paris cross on a drag. Make whoever is that last man, because there's no help now, chase his ass because he's fast as shit. Like
I was gonna say, man, he'd make him pay with that.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what Phillip Rivers did. You remember the first week of that year we had Phillip Rivers and we went to Jacksonville? That was probably Paris Campbell's best game. He scored a touchdown. He did everything. Dude, he was just running drags across the whole defense, and nobody could keep up with him. So utilize him in that way. That's my thoughts on that. But
I would definitely give you that. I definitely do believe he's underused.
Absolutely.
Why? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the coaches want to see more out of Alec Pierce. They already know what they know about Campbell. I don't know. But you're 100% right. He is definitely underutilized.
But see, this is the problem, and I'm not trying to video game it because this Thomas, you're gonna take this. We're gonna go Thomas, then we're gonna go Carvey, then we're gonna go Country. Yes, Doolin is on IR now. Thanks, Adam. But here's my thing: like I play Madden, not a lot like I used to, but I play Madden. Bro, there's never an opportunity like the present when you're playing Madden. You have all these weapons because you could put them all in the same route and have them do a litany of different, combos. So there's never
litany. That's a big word.
Thank you. There's never a situation where you should be scheming like, okay, this is an Alec Pierce play. Okay, this is a Michael Pittman play. No, when you got Pittman, Paris Campbell, and Pierce and maybe Naheem Hines and oh boy JT in the backfield. You got those 4 receivers and maybe a tight end. Bro, do what the fuck ever you want to do. But I feel like we have these very targeted, like really, I don't know, niche plays. Like, oh, I really want to hit, Michael on this one, run this. Like Frank fucking calls plays like his fucking Tecmo Bowl, bro. He got 8 plays. That's it. Like, all right, let's fucking run this up in A first. That didn't work. All right, down in B. Left in A. Come on, man. What the fuck? Bro, go nuts, man. But anyway, Thomas, take this, man. What's your Jags preview? I'm way off Jags preview.
Oh, man. See, the Jaguars are a confusing team to me because, I mean, they've kicked the Chargers' ass and then they get beat by the Texans. So, for a while there, I was defending them in our little trash talk page. I'm like, people are thinking these are the Jags from last year, and I'm talking them up, and then they lose to Houston. So I'm kind of confused. I don't know.
They're not good. They're not fucking good. I'm gonna say it. They're not fucking good. Omaha them and Omaha you.
What? That's a fucking bullshit Omaha up there with fucking Tom Brady shit. But all right, I didn't deserve that Omaha because I was like saying maybe
it don't matter if you deserved it. It just matters you got it.
No, whatever. I'm gonna appeal that later. I'm gonna file. I'm gonna file a grievance with this shit. I don't really know. Like on paper, we should beat them. We shouldn't have a problem with Jacksonville. But after the first game, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like this is like the most out of all the games that I think are hardest to predict for us that are coming up. This has got to be the hardest one. I just don't know which Jaguars team is going to show up. But I mean, if we can get pressure, which we should be able to, and we haven't been lately, we got it last week, but I don't know. Like it's just up in the air for me. Offensive line's got to perform, which is going to be tough with all those first rounder defensive linemen they've got rushing at us. But I mean, after the defensive performance on Thursday, I think we should be okay. I don't think that the Jaguars have better receivers than the Broncos do. That's just where I'm at with it. I think if we can lock down their receivers, we shouldn't have a problem.
We split with them annually. So
yeah, I think, yeah.
We're going to split with them. We're going to beat them. That's just my thoughts on that. But we had some questions before we get out of this because they're coming up fast and hot. Do y'all agree? Worst trade? Grigson trading for Richardson or Ballard trading for Wentz? Easily Richardson.
Oh, yeah. Richardson. At least we got a few games out of Wentz.
Adam, this is the hole, bro. This is the hole. Run through that, Trent. He went to my window and got fucking -5 yards. This is the hole right here. He went to the window. So definitely fucking Richardson. He was a shit show. Okay, there was another one.
Give that T-shirt guy an Omaha.
Who the fuck is this guy? Man, get the
Who said anything about the Titans? I haven't said a word about them.
Ain't y'all on bye week?
He's a buddy of mine. He's
enjoy the bye week, Seth. Get the hell out of here. Next.
The first Anvil shirts we had made, Seth is the one that made them for us.
Oh, he spelled this shit wrong, right? Okay, yeah. So we never.
No, he didn't.
He did. Oh, he didn't QA your error.
That first one, the very first one was done at the mall. That's the guy that screwed that up.
Oh yeah, well he
We've seen your banners too, Pat. Just saying.
And Seth is the guy that made the banner for us.
All right,
the
Seth,
Anvil
appreciate banner. That. The banner was much better. This shit is big as shit, but it works for what we need it for now. But what we were originally gonna use that for, that shit was like a fucking blanket. But it's all good. But it works now. But that first Anvil T-shirt you had was complete nonsense, bro. That shit said "bang your bitches" or some shit. I don't know what was going on in that shit. You gotta, matter of fact, wear that next week. That shit was amazing. Okay, all right. So there was more questions though. So we answered the Grayson question because he was a shit show.
There's been a ton of questions that we haven't been able to get to.
Okay, no. I know what it was. Somebody asked about a receiver. How much longer can we hold on without signing a receiver? My question, I think that was Sean. My question, Sean, and not saying OBJ because he's not ready. Who? Like, type us who's even out there that's a potential to bring in that could absolutely make a difference right now. And then country. Jags preview. What you got?
Not do what we did the first game. No, I'm just kidding. Defenses need to dominate. Defense.
You're not going to Omaha him for that.
What?
He said we're going to have the same game as the first one.
No,
I didn't.
not.
No, he didn't.
I said not.
Oh, not.
Not.
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
Omaha this fool.
Damn, you got on the biggest headphones of all of us. You can't hear shit.
He don't got his hearing aid in.
So.
We're all from different parts of Indiana, but I live in Vegas, but everybody else lives in Indiana. Jerry.
Naptown 317.
B-Town.
B-Town?
Bloomington.
Get out of here, Tom. From the
Hey,
little
the way you said it,
from the little hick town of Borden.
he's like, well, you said it, B-Town.
Bro, don't.
I love you,
Question
Solid.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, go ahead, country.
No, I was just
I'm gonna
saying
get to that.
defense. He's coming with a chip on their shoulder. You know, make them pay. Foot on the throttle. Do not let up. O-line just got to do better. The O-line dominates the line of scrimmage. There is no reason why we can't dominate the Jags at home. We need that big win at home. I mean, we got to win out here, guys. We got to win out in our divisional games from here on out. We want to do any type of competition in the division. It's just that's that we have to execute. I mean, I'm just trying to keep it simple as possible. It's going to be execution, consistency, blocking, no drop passes, no miscues. Keep the penalties low. I know we had a lot of penalties on that game, I believe. So yeah.
LC class of 2000 over here.
North
Before
Central.
Carve goes, where'd you go?
North Central.
Okay, all right. Before Carve goes, I will say T.Y. I love him, and I think he would have potentially been the guy that I re-signed over Ashton Doolin. But at this point, T.Y. doesn't come back and make a difference. Like to me right now, there's no receiver that comes in and makes a difference. We have to get through this development of Pierce Pittman, in my opinion. Like I'm just sorry that that's the way I feel, but unless we're looking at, because there's some studs that's coming out again next year, unless we're looking at drafting another receiver, it's a bunch of those dudes that'll be ready. Right now, we just got to roll with what we got, is my opinion. Because bringing in another guy and then forcing the issue because that's the guy, what does that really do for us? They don't know the offense. I mean, T.Y. knows the offense, but let's talk like another name. Will Fuller doesn't know our offense. And Will Fuller can't stay healthy. And Will Fuller has had other issues, his suspension. I mean, there's a lot of things that are out there. You know, like at this point, we would almost get lucky, right? Like if we pulled an OBJ thing later in the year, that would be one thing, but I'm not even going there either. I don't really think that changes the narrative of what we got. So that's kind of where I am. But
Wasn't he supposed to be ready to be back in like November?
Yes.
November, December.
Yeah, so you're what, 3 weeks away from that?
But we still got to think about players dictate where they go more so than
especially in free agency.
Yeah, and I just won a Super Bowl. Like, yeah, so who's contending again? I think that's the look, right? So whatever.
Here's my thing with Fuller. You know, we say bring the juice every day. He literally brings the juice, so we don't need that. What?
Where you at? All right. Look, we're running over time again. We're gonna set the time for 15 minutes going forward. But anyway.
Okay.
Harvey.
Oh me. So Jags.
He said, "Oh me."
Yeah. God.
You said what?
Nah. But anyways, right now I think Matt Ryan, if he does have time, he should not hold the ball too long because sometimes that is his problem. Sometimes he does hold the ball too long. But then again, offensive line need to protect him. We need to create separation and just handle our thing and make sure our defense do their job. Everybody just do their job, and we should win. It may be ugly, but we should. If everybody do their job, we should win.
True that. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm not even breaking down positionings or nothing like that. If there's ever a time for Frank to be completely different than what he normally is, this is the game. Like you need to put up tape, right? of all the embarrassing shit, the last 2 times we've played these assholes, they have outscored us 50 to 11.
Jesus.
Getting
Good
our
Lord.
ass kicked. Last year was 26-11 in week 18, and then it was 24-0 in week 2.
Good
50
God.
to 11.
Good God.
So put all the X's and O's that you want to, work on all the shit you want to work on. But if there's a game where you're supposed to get your fucking troops rallied, it's this one. Like, we're getting our asses whipped by this squad. And not to mention, okay, we had 8 Pro Bowlers last year that are still on this fucking team. That team is not better than us. So put the bullshit away, put the omens away, put the, oh, we just can't beat them away. Go out there and kick their ass. If there's a game that you should be aiming for 50 and a game that you should be aiming for a shutout, is this game. Beat the shit out of them and get it over with. I mean, that's my take. I don't give a shit about X's and O's. And
Hey, I'm right there with you too.
Hey,
50
that's-
to 11 to the Jags in the last 2, bro. It don't get no worse than that.
I'll
Period.
tell you what, though, Frank was the most emotional I've ever seen him in that last game.
Absolutely.
Because
He finally said, I know he was finally ripping ass and shit. I'm like, get him, Frank. Get it, big boy. Let's go.
Boy. There you go. See? All right. Banging that bitch in 3, 2. All right, here we go, man. Holy shit. Can I start this one?
Yeah, you started because you once had a problem last night.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, you about had a hit. You about had an aneurysm last night.
Listen, man. I'm not okay with this. Throw the flags, bro. See, this is my problem. Don't do the experimental year of, hey, you can challenge pass interference. Hey, you can challenge this. No, man. More of that needs to come back. I don't give a shit if it takes the game longer. So what? There's too many calls being blown, bro. Like, and a lot of people want to jump immediately on Brady because Brady has been absolutely notorious throughout his career for getting those "are you serious" calls. Like, oh my God, somebody glanced his helmet 15 yards. Oh my God, the tuck rule. You know, I get it. But usually, if you look hard enough, there's more than just Brady. Last night, that call was worse than Brady's. I was like, what the? Like, Chris Jones comes from the side, stripped sacks. Derek Carr has the ball tucked now. Now he's like a runner almost because he got it tucked. And he just happens to fall on the guy. And they call roughing the passer, and then it's a change of possession back to the Raiders when it's a clear fumble. If anything, I don't know how you do this. I mean, you're making up rules at that point. But if anything, when it's a clear, obvious turnover, at least award the ball to the team that got the turnover. And then if you want to give it roughing the passer, then just add on like a, what do you call it? Like a unnecessary roughness call and make them go back 15 yards. It still should be my ball, though. I clearly took the ball from him.
You want to know what Ballard says about it?
Talk to me. I don't know. He's your.
It's bullshit. I mean,
Okay. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Clyde. But no, man, like that's bro.
You're my fucking hero.
That shit had me irate. I was fuming. I'm not a Raiders fan. I'm not a Chiefs fan. I'm just a fan of the game when my team's not playing. And these refs, thank you, Shot. They need to be held accountable because your statement that's a like, I don't know, some shit that you type or something you say, and then we need to interview you. And then and it's not about taking money out of refs' pockets or suspending them from games or none of that shit. But these shits are costing people games, bro. Sometimes, like, really, I mean, I can go back to the playoff game a couple years ago in Kansas City when they call like that weak ass roughing the passing again on somebody on Kansas City. I forget who it was. The one where they like glanced. I mean, it didn't hit Brady in the head, it like glanced his face mask. And they kept the drive going. Kansas City ends up losing. The Pats go to the Super Bowl. That was like Brady's last year in New England, I think, or the year before. Either way, moral of the story is like there's too many games that are lost on these calls.
Mm-hmm.
And like at that moment, it can't just be a refs. No. If we can review everything else upstairs, review this shit. Why can't they just do that?
Agreed.
Yes.
Like if a coach is like, yo, that's some bullshit, somebody should be like, okay, let's take a look. Timeout. Let's take a look. Okay, we fucked that up.
They're doing it with the concussions now.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
a guy upstairs watching every
Right.
play, and if a player gets hit and he thinks he could possibly be in the concussion protocol, they'll pull his ass, and it comes from upstairs. They can do the same thing. Like,
And you know what I don't
Brad,
care
you guys
for?
got that wrong. Nope.
This is what I don't care for.
I hate that the coaches can't challenge the fucking ruling on the field and stuff.
Bruh. Because what's the
I
point?
hate that.
Like, don't give me like they got Dean Blandino and they got another, these refs that sit on these panels where the sportscasters can say, "Oh, what do you think about this, Dean? What do you do?" He does nothing for the game. I don't give a fuck about you having an opinion. Like they should have that guy be the guy that he can call down like, "Yo, look at that play again. That ain't right. Let's look at that." We should be doing that shit versus telling the audience like, "Oh, well, yeah, I think the refs missed this one." No, fuck that. Like, fix the game. My thoughts. Let me comment. Fuck that. I'm an Omaha myself. That's right. All right. Somebody,
You're within every right.
what are you doing?
Leave that mic alone.
Leave it alone. Or mute yourself.
Hey,
One of the
you know
two.
what?
Yeah, mute that shit, man. What?
I can't hear nothing.
It sounds like a fucking Pepsi can or something that you're tapping on.
I don't know what you're
It's,
talking.
it's, yeah, it's, it
You
sounds
don't
like,
know what I'm
it sounds
talking about.
like-
You don't hear it.
It sounds like it sounds like one of them cup phones that you have to a string. It sounds like one of them cup
Yeah. It
phones.
sounds like I'm
Hey,
about to
country,
hear
can
you.
you hear me? Man, stop playing with your damn ding-a-ling on the string thing, man. Pass that shit.
Oh Lord,
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was making you guys uncomfortable by fixing my mic.
you make me uncomfortable all the time. Brother.
Oh,
Don't let me
Thomas.
get started.
I'm gonna give you a sexy motherfucker.
No.
Oh,
there
God.
you
oh, here we
Hey,
go.
Sarah.
Here we
Call
go.
Sarah. Call
Bruh.
Sarah.
That's fine.
HR, please. Where
Thomas.
HR at?
Thomas, you're up.
Sarah's at
Concussion
work.
protocols. Take Teddy Bridgewater. Did they get that right or did they fuck that up?
Fucked it up.
You're not Thomas.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with like roughing the passer is like there's no standardization of what constitutes roughing the passer. Like pass interference and stuff like that is obvious. Like the ball's close and they get murked, they get their arm pulled, whatever. But with like roughing the passer, there's no set standard. Like usually it's like if they get the ball away and they hit him above the waist or whatever, they hit him close to the neck, whatever. But with that being said, I read an article from ESPN earlier today, and the NFL and the NFL Players Association are going to review this and see what they can do. And they were talking about having like video review of every roughing the passer call, kind of like what they did with like pass interference that one year, which the pass interference one didn't work. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like 2019, 2018 they did that. And every time they would challenge that, it was a waste of a challenge because it would never get called back. But I think with this one, I think that should be a similar approach because that's different. Like that's more clear to me because some of these, like you can't control if you fall on somebody. If you're, you're 60 pounds heavier than somebody and they roll under you, like that's gravity. Like you can't control that. And I feel like that shouldn't be like the Tampa Bay one shouldn't have been held against him because he can't. That's not his fault. He's a big boy.
He didn't even swing him. Like
Yeah.
He tackled
Yeah, I know. He just rolled him
exactly
over.
the way they teach him to tackle quarterbacks now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's he got like if you watch it full speed, it's a textbook hit. He gets him at the waist and he rolls him down, and he just happened to roll over on him. Like you can't. That's just I guess that's a big boy with a quarterback. That's gonna happen. I just
open time like you always.
But I think if we could just make it like just the rest of this season, they're gonna have a review on it, and hopefully next year this kind of goes away because it's been ridiculous in the past 2 or 3. And with the whole concussion thing, I think that's the Dolphins doing like that whole thing with Tua is the Dolphins organization. I don't think that is the NFL as a whole. I think the Dolphins should be investigated. I know Tua got interviewed, but concussion protocol, I don't think there's any flaw with. I think it's just teams. I don't know who made that decision to clear him. I think it's kind of like a morality thing. I don't think you can do much about that except fire the person who did it and get him replaced. Concussion protocol is more it's murky. But
talk about like
go ahead.
But no, I'm saying, but just talk about like what happened with Teddy Bridgewater. Like he got they called down and was like, hey, check him out. He goes and passed the test, and they still say no, you're not gonna play. That's where I was coming from. Like, is
That's
it
bull-
Okay, sure.
yeah, is it only happening that way because of what happened to Tua now? Like they don't want to take no risk, but he clearly passed it.
In
But
my
see,
opinion, sorry, Carvey, but in my opinion, they're doing damage control over the Tua situation.
Yeah, I
They
think teams are
knew
scared.
they fucked that up.
Yeah.
They knew they possibly damn near killed that man, damn near ended his career.
Yeah,
And
teams are
now-
playing scared, sure.
Yeah, and now, well, not necessarily the teams, but the NFL and the uppers in the NFL are doing damage control. Because anytime they say anything about Tua, oh no, we do this and we do that. Look, we kept Teddy Bridgewater out because we felt like it was unsafe. You know, we didn't purposely let Tua go back in. Bullshit if you did.
Yeah, no, that's like
They're all this roughing the quarterback shit will eventually pass, hopefully. But in my opinion, it's just the NFL doing damage control.
But you know, like
So
the
they're
rough-
overreacting on it.
Here's my thing with the roughing the passing thing that I think is a quick fix. Excuse me, my dog is hacking his fucking brains out. But I think it's a quick fix because they already have an automatic booth review when they have targeting, right? So there's something in the game like this already. I feel like that New York should still have the ability when they call a roughing the passer, because not all of them. Some of them are very true. If it's a slap to the head, if it is somebody pile drive somebody, we don't need to review that. But you're watching the game just like us. You'd be like, whoa, I don't know about that rough the passer. Maybe they don't want to, and maybe this is one thing we're not thinking about, but maybe they don't want to undermine the refs on the field. But I'm still more with the integrity of the game. That's okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Undermine those motherfuckers. Get this shit right. It's ridiculous.
You hated the refs since last
with
year.
all these 4K broadcasts we have, there's no reason that we shouldn't get this shit right. But
Fact. Go to flag talk. Hey,
You know what? I don't care if you're a ref on the field and you get the call wrong and somebody in New York or wherever the hell they're at, correct your ass. Fucking do your job better. I don't care if you get butt hurt. They don't let me call the calls no more. Fucking because you're sorry.
sit down and shut the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
Harvey, come in here and do something.
Shit, man.
Look,
I'll just let them go at it because I mean,
hey, here's my thing. It's probably gonna add, to the aggro aggression in the fucking panel right now. But
Oh shit!
Hey, there's no.
hey,
Go ahead.
you come to meet me, at these tailgates and everything. I'm a nice guy. I'm a real lovable guy. I'm a big teddy bear when you come see me. But on the field, I was ruthless. And these roughing the passing calls, fuck them. Unless they get hit in the head, fuck them. It's fucking football. They know what they sign up for. They do. The roughing the passing calls, when they land on top of somebody, like a good example I can come up with right now off the top of my head going to college was the Texas-Alabama game. Ewers got Ewers or how the hell you say his last name. He got absolutely annihilated. But it was a clean tackle by a 6'4", 250-pound linebacker running at 20 miles an hour. You really think he can really stop himself? He's gonna have to land somewhere. And it happened to be on his collarbone. So I'm sorry, but it's bullshit.
But then you take the other one, right? Same game now. Remember when they called a roughing the passer on Bryce at the end of that game? When he didn't do shit. Literally, the dude pulled him back and he fell over him. And they was like, in the end zone, they was like, oh, yeah, roughing the passer. I was like, wait a minute. What the y'all let the dude earlier get murdered.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all
but
call that pull him to the ground shit? So, yeah.
Exactly. And then, during that Jaguars-Texas game, it was a dead play, and then the defender came in and threw Mills to the ground. That's clearly roughing the passer. You know what I mean?
Yes, certainly.
So,
and let me say this too,
it's all bullshit. But if you're gonna do it, but like what Pat said, if they're gonna do it, fucking do it right.
Because here's the other thing, this shit pisses me off, and I don't know if they changed the rule on this. So if we still got viewers out there, help us. If we not, did they change the in the grasp rule?
the what rule?
The in the grasp. Like remember when you would have a quarterback in the grasp and then they would stop the play so you don't kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
it's still
on?
I think it's still on. Yeah.
I don't know if it's gone because here's what I'm saying. In the Tennessee game,
still on, not gone. I think it's still on.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
Because in the Tennessee game, if you're watching the Tennessee game, there was a big third down. It was like 3rd and 6 or something. And somebody, I forget who it was on the Commanders, but somebody had Tannehill like by the back of the jersey, and they wrapped themselves almost around him. And they kept that play going. And then Tannehill throws the pass, and the guy runs for like 12 yards, get a first down. They keep it going. Fucking old boy, what's his name? Rivera screaming on the sideline like, okay, that's a dead play. Like, because if my guy then power bombs Tannehill into the dirt, then y'all gonna, you're gonna call a 15 yards. So yeah, sweat. So it's like, which one is it? Like, you can't have them both, because if a guy is like securely holding the guy, like he had him like this, bro, he was going nowhere, and they kept the play going, and then Tannehill's like, you know how goofy he is. He's like, he throws some goofy shit. I mean, I don't know if the other players are looking like, yo, that's a sack. But no, they kept playing, and the dude gets the first down. Like, I'm sitting there pissed, not because I hate the Titans, because I fucking hate the Titans, but I'm like, dude, like, that should be a sack, because if we go right back to this, if he then grabs him and just throws him to the ground, more than likely I'm like, oh, we're roughing the passer, automatic. So like, you can't win. You can't win if you do it right, and you can't win if you don't do it, because they're gonna fucking let the play go. So
well, and another thing that's gonna
crush
happen,
all the quarterbacks, bro. Deacon Jones said he hate quarterbacks. He tried to kill them. So kill them all.
I mean, that's me. That's me.
Another thing that's going to happen is these quarterbacks are going to start taking advantage of it, just like Tannehill, like this with Tannehill. You know, Josh Allen does it really well. He'll take off running, and if there's a defender or two in front of him, he'll act like they'll slide, and then the defenders back up. They just stop, and he keeps fucking running.
The Kenny Pickett that he did in college. Yeah. But Kenny Pickett actually did a whole fake slide, though. He's a piece of shit for that. I would have knocked his fucking head off.
I mean, when you make these superior rules for just the quarterbacks, they will take advantage of it.
And they got to chill with that, because, I mean, I get it. They are the franchise, but fuck that. Like, there are other players on the field.
Like I said, they know what they sign up for. I know you want to protect an investment, but these guys morally know what the fuck they signed up for. They know they can get hurt. They know they can get mauled, mutilated, whatever. Let them play out the fucking game. And like the coach's reviews of the calls on the field, bring it back.
I forgot who it was. This was a few years ago. Damn, I can't remember this kid's name. It's not a kid. It was a whole fucking grown player. But when they started like really getting crazy with these rules, like one of the he was a decent pass rusher. Like, he was no longer like tackling guys. Like, he was no kidding running full speed and shoving the shit out of these guys. I don't know if y'all remember this dude.
Clay Matthews.
Clay
Matthews.
That's the reason why he quit football, because of that.
He was pushing quarterbacks like 10 yards. He just like shoved the shit out of them. But like, I mean, what you gonna call there, right? Like, damn, if I can't sack them, let me push your ass into the next year.
I don't know about the rest of you guys, but what I was taught, and like in the higher ups of football, like 8th grade and up, you know, they taught us like, you know, let that quarterback know that you're there. Go up and pop them, even though they release the ball. Go and fucking pop them. Let them know you're gonna be there in their grill all fucking game.
I mean, you got a half of a second to do that.
Yeah.
If you 1 second late, the flag is this. And like he's saying, Adam saying, like, you're right. Everybody getting up, and like even like Brady. So when Brady made that like asshole comment, well, I don't throw the
flags.
But you show around, you turn around and start popping off at the mouth. Like, he wasn't doing a typical Brady, like when he usually goes ape shit asking for a call. But he clearly was like, is that anything? And then him and Boger had like a little moment. Then you see Brady nod his head and point that way. I was like, oh yeah, I don't know. Did he gonna stuff something in his Christmas card later or what? Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, he got invited to the Brady Christmas party, didn't he?
And that's not the first time Brady's looked at a ref like that and he's gotten the call that he wants.
Hell yeah, bro. Too many to count.
Which is absolute horseshit.
Yeah, man. So I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm done ranting on that. We gonna bang this bitch and get into the conclusion.
All I heard was brother.
Good, because they weren't pleasant words.
Final thoughts. Do something.
Hey, quit trying to talk over the Anvil, Pat. Jeez.
Bullshit.
Your
Final
bullshit.
thoughts.
Okay.
Country,
Final
it's your
thoughts.
time. It's your time.
Okay.
Big dog.
Garvey, you've been sitting over there quiet for a minute, big dog. What's your final thoughts tonight?
Final thoughts, everybody. Just take care of yourself. Take care of your family members. You know, Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming around the corner, so make sure you get all that stuff in order. You know, get your Christmas shopping, and also check on your loved ones. You know, just check on, make sure they doing all right, man. You know, I'm with the coach, Kick the Stigma, and I understand that because I've been through it. You know, depression. I even suffer for it time to time here recently, so I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I ain't gonna lie about it. I'm just gonna be real, you know. So just check on your loved ones. Make sure everybody's doing all right, man. And go Colts.
Hey, real quick, it's not my turn, but I'm with that. Let's do a Secret Santa, bro. Anvil Show Secret Santa. What do you think? We put a limit, $25.
You be like all these other girls out here and stuff, Bucket. It's not even Halloween yet.
Girls.
Yes, sir.
Omaha.
You bitch.
The nerve of this motherfucker, right?
But the way Klaus said, girls. He like he sees his head pop back like girl.
What he say? When he go away, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Go ahead, coach.
Hey,
I know you will.
Hey, I'll jump in though with this, but do you want to get the followers involved?
How we gonna
Or the
get
Secret
involved?
Santa?
we
Dude, when you get a name,
Hey.
you mail it to them.
Hey, let's get these final thoughts out of the way. If you want to talk about it after the show, we can talk about it after the show with the
I'm
Anvil.
going to talk about it. That's
Okay.
going to be my final thoughts. There.
Hey, let's
Mr.
listen.
Country. Mr.
Okay, listen.
Big Country.
Yeah, I'll show you big country, Thomas. Show you your fucking thoughts, buddy. Come on
Oh,
now.
well, about to say.
Hey. Whoa.
Here's what I think about you,
Bruh.
Pat.
You're going to review me?
Oh, I thought you had a button.
You're going to review? That's a review flag.
Thomas, go with your thoughts.
Bruh.
Thank you.
Oh God, I can't even with you guys.
God, shut up. Just kidding. Thank you for having the show on a Tuesday. I'm not available Wednesdays. I know you guys switched a little bit, so I haven't been on, but I hope people didn't forget that I exist. I'm still here. I'm glad that we were able to do this on a Tuesday today. That's awesome. So glad to see everybody again. I feel like I'm just right back in it. Like I didn't miss anything. So thank you guys. Thank everybody for giving us support. And I've had a blast at the tailgates and stuff. It's been awesome. Better than I could ever have imagined. It's awesome. It's like a little family out there. So if y'all are ever out there, hang out, get some food, whatever, come say hi, hang out. It's the best tailgate in the NFL. What are you laughing at?
It says
What
Thomas.
is so funny?
It says Thomas who? He said,
Oh, Adam. Oh yeah. Oh.
well, nobody can forget our serial killer.
Nobody
No, I-
gets
what-
the semen.
I don't even want to. Yeah, what is it? Serial killer, semen, whatever the hell you guys. The fucking horse shit I come to every fucking day.
Anyway, Clyde,
Oh God.
what is this serial killer scene?
Here, Thomas, I'll throw this for you, buddy. Here you go.
Thanks, man. It's consolation at this point. I'm not. Able to,
Yeah, we're going
Okay, so-
we're going to play that back.
I'm
and
gonna
review
stare
it
at the
again.
ceiling in bed all night. I ain't going to sleep.
Mr. Voice, would we
Chill
get your
out.
final thoughts, please?
Oh,
Final thoughts. The tailgate is absolutely popping.
yeah.
This is number 3. I'm sorry I can't make number 3. Have y'all seen the prices of tickets? What the fuck, man? Tickets to get to a flight anywhere is $1 zillion again. Gas is through the roof again. So I will not make the tailgate this weekend. Sorry, boy.
Why don't you just fly, like ride in a plane with somebody and jump out? Because you used to jumping out of planes and everything. So
That was at 10K, not 30K, Carvey. Okay. I said Carvey.
Carvey?
Oh, man. That might stick.
Bruh.
Carvey.
That's going to stick.
no, it
Harvey.
definitely it ain't.
Harvey.
That
Oh my
definitely ain't. I will fight every
Bruh.
single one of y'all.
My bad, Carvey. We got you.
Jesus.
All right, I'm going. I'll be at your house
Okay.
tomorrow.
My bad, big
I'll
dog.
be there tomorrow.
Okay. Hey, Tyler. Tyler wants to know what Tom is going to write because he been saying he's going to write. He ain't writing shit.
I have.
Some shit.
It's been a different. I have things written up. I just don't know what. I don't want to see.
God.
Now who
I've been working on it for like.
This is your fucking journal.
I have like 3 articles. I just don't know what I'm going.
I felt so insulted because they call me serial killer semen. And
Jesus
is that what you
Christ.
write in your journal?
Yeah. No, I'll have something by next week for sure.
Okay.
Somebody, there was a question that on we had a 425 game. What time we doing the tailgating? Somebody had that question.
We will.
Damn, we got a 425 this year.
Yeah, Washington.
Oh, that's a late game. Nice.
Yeah.
Sirski.
I was supposed to come to that game.
Are you really?
Right.
No shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, you're not gonna be at that one?
I'll
right?
be there. I'll be there.
No, I thought Country wasn't gonna be at that one.
I'm gonna be at every one of them. What are you talking about?
He's hooking me up for like extra tickets or something. I don't know. Whatever you said.
Oh, I thought you were giving your tickets to.
No, I'm giving my Hall of Fame tickets to Mr. Frost there.
I don't like how you're looking over there, Pat. You look sadistic.
Anyway, let's let the pervert over here let his final thoughts in. So
Yeah,
Mr. Pervert, Mr. P or pervert. What's your final thoughts?
Dang.
Okay. The P does not stand for pervert.
Peter. That's for Peter.
I'm just telling you that right now.
Peterhead.
I'll go with Peterhead, but not pervert.
Bruh.
Peter Parker.
Yeah. Would you say your piece already?
I did.
What?
That you're silly.
That's
No.
your
That's all I got. You some silly motherfuckers tonight, and I'm ready to turn this computer off.
Hey, you got swamp in this.
Go ahead, Country. That was
All right.
And
Let's
how do you
let's
know?
wrap this up. Let's wrap this up, y'all. So my thoughts are also with the tailgate. I'll be sending out, an event, page for everybody to look at soon. Just for everybody to know, it's gonna be the same spot. The Anvil will be there. This week on the menu, we will have chili. So everybody come enjoy some chili. Come hit the Anvil. Come talk with us. Come chill with us. Come drink some beer.
We're
Have some
gonna
good
have
times.
a
some
fart
good lives.
section with all the chili.
Well,
Hey,
There's just gonna be a green cloud above our section.
Yo, this
From
is
the
hey,
chili
this is real
beans.
talk. This is real talk. To tie this in there, you're disgusting. This is real talk. So we have already made a new purchase order. I don't know if we sent it yet. Purchase order for t-shirts. So if you're interested in t-shirts, please start hitting the one of our either our email or our messenger right now saying that you want one so that we can have it for you.
And what size?
And what size? Because we just took another order of 15. Did we take 15?
15.
15, right? So we kind of poured the Anvil, so we're buying them kind of on demand. So sorry we don't just have a plethora of them until Carvey start paying for everything. Like he's gonna be a big businessman one day. That's what he's going to college for, right? You already said that. You're gonna be a big businessman. We're gonna all work.
I'm just getting to the point where you said I'm gonna pay for everything.
Yeah, you're gonna be Carvey Incorporated, and we're just gonna.
Oh my God.
Carvey.
Anyway, thanks for stealing my next bit, Clyde.
Oh shit, my bad. Here, I'll Omaha myself.
Hey, quick question. Is the chili gonna be spicy or no?
I'll make it mild. How's that?
Ooh.
All right, because enough, where everybody will feel, comfy in the chilly weather or whatever, fall-like weather, but not too hot where it's gonna blow your hat off. So, all right, Tyler, you can calm your ass down, okay?
Write that down, Pete.
Jesus,
We already got him written down.
Bet.
all right, Tyler. So to answer your question real quick before I finish up, I don't know, man. Maybe 10 or 11 in the morning, probably. Get out there and everything, get everything set up. We can start cooking, stuff like that. But to finish up my final thoughts, y'all, don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube. So with that being said, we're going to get out here, y'all. We've had a blast with you tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Don't drink and drive. Stay blessed. Stay pretty. And above all, go.
You dig.
Got you, Adam J.